amazing artists. So this week we are going to be reviewing what a pattern is. So what is a pattern in art? It is something that repeats. So like those lines that we learned about, zigzag stripe, that could be a pattern. You could also do it with shapes, triangle, square, that's a pattern. So we are going to read an awesome book called Pattern Fish. And then today we're going to learn a new style of art called weaving. And what weaving is when you take two pieces, it could be fabric or yarn. We're going to use paper because we're just learning. But we're going to weave things together and we are going to make our own patterned fish. All right, let's go read. Patterned Fish by Trudy Harris. Yellow, black, a fish swims in the ocean. It has stripes upon its back. Yellow, black, yellow, black. Stripe, dot, from a dark and rocky nook. An eel slips out to take a look. Stripe, dot, stripe, dot. Chomp, munch, chomp, munch. A seahorse underneath the sea eats seaweed for its lunch. Chomp, munch, chomp, munch, chomp, munch. Bubble, pop. A puffer fish blows bubbles. They go floating to the top. Bubble, pop. Bubble, pop. Stretch, spurt, glide on an underwater rod. An octopus is slowly going. Stretch, splurt, glide. Stretch, spurt, glide. Wiggle, jiggle, float. Wiggle, jiggle, float. Wiggly, jiggly, jellyfish. Wiggly, jiggle, float. Wiggly, jiggle, float. Wiggle, jiggle, float. Splash, turn, swish, dive. Splash, turn, swish, dive. In the dark, a giant shark moves in murky water with a splash, turn, swish, dive. Splash, turn, swish, dive. Splash, turn, swish. Shark. Black, yellow, stripe, dot, chomp, munch. Bubble, pop, spurt, stretch, spurt, glide, wiggle, jiggle, float. Hey, where did everyone go? Oh well, splash, turn, swish, dive, splash, turn, swish, dive, splash, turn, swish, dive. Awesome. All right, did you notice all those awesome patterns? All right, we're going to be making our own patterned fish. All right, so for this project, we're going to be doing some cutting and weaving and gluing. So in order to do that, you're going to need some paper strips. Okay, so if you don't remember, find some of those scrap pieces of paper you have or get some of your other paper and you want to cut it right off the side. Cut. All right, that's going to give me some more strips to weave. Okay, so I got my strips ready. This I can hold on to for another day. And I'm going to do a nice bright blue fish. Okay, you can pick any color you want. I'm going to go with blue. Okay, so for this, we are now going to start making the shape of our fish and what we call a loom. And I'll explain more about that in a second. So we're going to fold our paper in half like a Christmas card. I call this the hamburger bun. And then we're going to make a half a circle because what that's going to do is going to give us a whole circle. So starting on the fold, remember that's the middle of the paper, I'm going to draw a really big semicircle. Okay, so let's cut that out. Okay. Don't throw your scraps away. We're going to use that to make some fins. And now you'll see this is the body of my fish shape. Awesome. All right, keep it closed though. So remember back in, I think it was Halloween, we made some lanterns. In order to do that, we had to start at the fold and cut some lines. Cut, cut. So these are the lines that I am gonna cut. So what happens if I go all the way up with my scissors? It's gonna cut it off, so I don't wanna do that. I wanna cut and stop. Cut and stop. So now I have a circle with all sorts of lines in the middle. So this is what weavers call a loom. A loom is just a piece of material that we weave over, under, over, under, over, under with, you could do yarn. We're gonna do it with paper strips. So let me show you. So I'm gonna start with one. This is one strip, and I'm gonna maybe go over that one, which means that I'm gonna go under the next one. Then I'm gonna go over this one and under that one. Okay, see how it's actually making a pattern. I can see that it's going purple, blue, purple, blue. I'm gonna do it again. Over and under, over and under. All right, and you wanna kinda get it snug. And then here, we're gonna put a little dot of glue on the edge. And the same on the other side, a dot of glue on the edge. All right, notice I have some sticking out, but that's okay because I can snip them off. All right, we're gonna do another one, but this time we're gonna do the opposite. So this one went over, so I'm gonna start the next one under. And then I'm gonna go over and under, over and under, over and under, and over. Ready? Get your glue. Glue the end. Try to push them down. This is the tricky part. Flip it over and glue the other side. Okay. I'm just going to keep going. I will do all the cutting in the end. All right. So this one we're going to go over. Over, under, over, under. And now I can go and trim all of those little pieces. All right, there's my fish body. So how do I now make it look like a fish? Well, let's see. I'm going to bring back those scraps. And what do I notice about those corners? What shapes do those make? Well, to me, they look like triangles. And I know that fins are triangles. So I'm going to snip some of these off. And let's glue one there. And let's glue another one up here. Ooh, I can make it almost look like a shark if I want. That's pretty neat. What kind of face do I want to do? Do I want to do a happy face? I could draw a nice happy face, some of that scrap paper, and make a big giant eyeball. No. cool. And then I can even get super fancy and decorate. Alright, so here is my finished pattern fish. Okay, so I added and decorated all different patterns around it. You can even find things around your house. I found some sequins that I glued on. You could do glitter, or you can even make your fins 3D and add some string and hang it on the wall. Alright, so there's a lot of really cool, fun stuff you do. I can't wait to see what you come up with and how you enjoy weaving with paper. Alright, so do an awesome job, and I will see you next week. Bye, guys.